Hey guys, this is Laura with Academic Astrology, and I'm here to give you an update for November 25th through December 1st. So, Monday on November 25th, we have Venus moving into the sign of Capricorn. So, Capricorn, as I talked about before, is a more reserved sign. It's more cautious, withholding, conservative. There's a more grounding approach, and we apply these qualities to Venus matters. So remember, Venus is the planet of love, relationships, finances, beauty, what we value. It's how we attract. And so there's definitely going to be these more Capricorn qualities to Venus, being more cautious, potentially financially, being more cautious and conservative in relationships, really measuring how much am I giving out versus how much am I receiving in. This will be quite a change because Venus in Sagittarius has been kind of more acting based on faith, based on belief and hope, and just kind of this idea of, oh, there's enough for everyone. There's not really a measuring quality, but with Capricorn, there's this kind of quality of I'm giving this much. Okay, how much am I getting back? And so there's going to be a more ambitious quality to Venus, maybe wanting to, like I mentioned, spend money more responsibly, make money more responsibly and steadily, having more goals related to Venus topics. So Venus will be in Capricorn for about a month, give or take a couple days, and this is, Venus will be in Capricorn during the holidays, during Christmas time. So you might not be spending as much money as you normally do over the holidays, which might be a good thing. It kind of depends on your perspective. So that's Monday the 25th. On Tuesday the 26th of November, we have a new moon in Sagittarius at 4 degrees 3 minutes of Sagittarius, and this is happening around 8:06 a.m. Mountain Time. And this will be the last lunation that we get with Jupiter being in Sagittarius, which is the ruler of Sagittarius. So this is a really great last lunation, just because the ruler of where the lunation is happening, Sagittarius, is Jupiter, and Jupiter is still in his own sign for the last week. And so, as usual, new moons are times for planting seeds, for starting something new, having kind of just, having the vision for what you want to manifest, and just putting in the mental seeds, really, of what it is that you want. And so, good time for planting seeds having to do with Sagittarius themes or projects. So things that require vision, faith, hope, belief, adventure. You'll have support from Jupiter for this lunation, so definitely take advantage of it. So that's Tuesday the 26th, and I'll also be posting a blog about this with more details. If you're interested, check that out. On Wednesday, November 27th, we have Neptune stationing direct. So Neptune has been traveling retrograde in the sky, meaning he's been moving backwards in the sky for the past several months, and he'll be stationing direct around 5:33 a.m. Mountain Time. And it's not a very noticeable shift. This is a very slow outer planet that spends like 15 years in a sign. And so it might not be very noticeable. It kind of depends on if this is triggering something like more personal in your own chart. But there might be like a slight shift in getting your dreams, your visions, your desires in order, and kind of getting more clear around it. Perhaps having a little bit greater certainty. Once again, this is a very subtle shift, and so you might not really notice anything at all. But it is always nice to have the outer planets going in a direct motion, so it's exciting. Now, Thursday on November 28th, we have the moon moving into Capricorn. So there'll be a more serious, responsible tone to the day, and ambition, getting things done, practical matters. And we also have Mercury trining Neptune again, and I believe this is the third time that this aspect is happening because remember, we had Mercury going retrograde for 3 weeks, and then he turned around and started going forward again. And so that means that Mercury made this aspect at least 2 other times. And so this will be a great time for inspired thinking, creative thinking, good time to brainstorm, think through solutions creatively, good time to connect with others on an intellectual level. And I don't have it written down when this aspect happened before. I believe the last one was like last week or something like that because it happened like right before Mercury station direct. So once again, it's just this idea of revisiting visionary concepts you may have had over the past month and a half since Mercury's been traveling through Scorpio. And maybe even, yeah, coming to some sort of conclusion about what that vision is that you have and how to kind of make it work. So, yeah, later on in the day, we have Venus and Capricorn making a trine to Uranus in Taurus around 11:26 a.m. Mountain Time. This is happening around like 3-ish degrees of Capricorn and Taurus. So remember, we just talked about Venus and Capricorn being more conservative, more cautious, more ambitious approach to Venus things. So having that approach to money, friends, beauty, pleasure, just being more conservative in how you experience pleasure, how you have fun, and who you spend your time with. And Uranus in Taurus, remember Uranus is the planet of disruptions, surprises, revolutions, revelations. And so those concepts we can apply to Taurus things. So Taurus ruling over things like agriculture, material goods, plants, food, art, things of beauty, sensual pleasure. So disruptions to things that are these Taurus ideas, but also Taurus being a sign in the middle of spring, it's a very fixed sign, immovable. And so Uranus and Taurus can be kind of like maybe even extra disruptive because wherever Taurus is in your chart, it's where you tend to be the more fixed or immovable, the more stubborn, or enduring could be a more positive term. But with a trine, trines give way to ease, opportunity. It's a very flowing aspect. Usually with these aspects with trines and sextiles, nothing necessarily happens to you, but it's a good time to take opportunity of the energy. There could be a small element of disruption or surprise coming to Venus from Uranus. So disruptions with money, friends, beauty, pleasure in that very Capricornian nature, conservative, cautious, ambitious. It could be also looked as an opportunity to disrupt the status quo with regards to what's known as being traditionally beautiful, pleasurable, fun, or lovely. So, yeah, I would take it more as an opportunity because also sometimes in astrology, if we don't own our planets and we don't own the energy that's happening in the sky, that's when things happen to us if we're not conscious of it. So definitely take that opportunity to disrupt the status quo with regards to what's known as being traditionally beautiful, pleasurable, fun, lovely, inviting. So that's Thursday the 28th. Friday on the 29th, we have, so the moon is still in Capricorn, and it's going to be moving into a conjunction with Saturn and Pluto, so kind of a more serious, maybe isolatory tone for the day. We also have Mercury and Scorpio making a sextile to Saturn. So Mercury and Scorpio, that being our mental activity, how we've been thinking and communicating. Saturn being the sign of responsibility, duty, heaviness. It could be an opportunity for disciplined mental activities. So remember the dreams or visions that we had from Mercury earlier, when he made a trine to Neptune, could be thinking through logistically how to make those things real, solid, tangible. So once again, taking advantage of the sextile. Saturday, November 30th, the moon moves into Aquarius. Could be a distant mood, a sense of being emotionally removed or being emotionally objective, being part of a larger group or vision. And Sunday, we don't really have any big aspects. So that's pretty much it for the week. And I would love to know how this goes for everyone. So I'll be back next Sunday with an update for the following week. And in the meantime, I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Okay, bye.